the Avatar 2 project shortly. But first, can you give us your background and experience, old crypto mage?
Hey man, yeah, dude. Firstly, thank you so much for having me. This is actually my first ever Ethereum endeavor, and it's been such a crazy ride, such an amazing journey. And yeah, I can't wait to work my hardest as usual to take this to the next level.
Great. And yeah, have you got any background and experience you can tell us about with your crypto?
Of course, yeah. So I got into trading, right, just over a year ago, really, when the likes of 𝐦𝐨𝐫𝐞 and these other tokens, that was actually my first purchase, sort of hit it big, right, and crypto was trending everywhere. From there, I actually started a calls channel shortly later. So my channel, Old Crypto Mage Calls, has been going for pretty much over a year now. And yeah, man, throughout my time, I've done my best to make DeFi safer and smarter for everybody around, right? So that includes learning some Solidity myself, learning how to read various smart contracts, see what signals and flags can be determined to see what is safe, what is not safe, etc. And just all around putting my all into what I do. And yeah, that's basically it, I would say.
Okay, awesome. Well, crypto, so you've got like the marketing side with your call channel as well as that experience to put into the project. So maybe for the community investors, we can have an introduction to the Avatar 2 project.
Of course, man. So yeah, we are the Avatar 2 fans token, right? We're the first one, truly the only one, and we've been killing it. We've been absolutely killing it. It's worth mentioning, right? If you've seen what these other quote unquote fan-based and movie or show tokens have done, right? The likes of Tiger King, if you guys remember that viral show, that token hit like 350 million market cap, I believe. You have the likes of 𝐦𝐨𝐬, also related to Squid Game, the viral TV show, that hit roughly 50 million. If you think about the fact that we are, of course, the first ever Avatar fan-inspired token, and the fact that we're over 2 weeks away from the actual movie premiere, and again, as I was talking about when I got here, then you have the whole aftershock, the whole after hype of what Avatar entails. And we're sitting at $800,000 market cap right now. Hopefully that helps convey our insane potential that we have. Again, I'm doing everything within my power. I'm grinding every single day to ensure that we go absolutely viral. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm working on. That's why I'm here. And it's been such a fun ride.
Hey, great. Oh, crypto manager. So yeah, I see you building up the community. A few days ago, it was 450. Now, when I looked today, it was 919 holders. So you're building a big community around the project. It's going to be great. And how are you looking to sort of market around Avatar 2, going on social media, Twitter, Reddit, things like that, and getting the community out there, sort of promoting?
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, well, let's go into the tokenomics. Have you had a smart contract audit? And it's a low tax token. I think it's 4% buy and sell for investors.
Yep. So we're audited by Tech Audit. Of course, we passed with flying colors, no contract vulnerabilities or anything. We're 4% tax in, 4% tax out. Tokenomics are very simple. Liquidity bounces between 0 and 1. Marketing bounces between 3 and 4, depending on the liquidity. Simple tokenomics, concise tokenomics, very clean smart contract. And again, everything is just efficient and working beautifully.
Also, and I see you've got flows set up as well on the website, so you can buy with fiat. So as the hype starts to build, going towards the launch, I think is it a global launch as well on the 16th of December?
No, I actually recently learned, right, in Europe, for instance, in some countries, it's the 14th of December, but give or take, it's roughly that vicinity.
I know here in the UK, it's 16th, coming to the cinemas. We're going down to watch. So yeah, so how are you sort of marketing in the build up to that, and how are you getting the community involved, and what's the sort of strategy plan? Then you've got your call channel you can use as well, which is a great resource.
Yeah, man, we have an absolutely incredible community, probably the best community I've been a part of. We're resilient. We stick firm to the vision. We know our potential. We know our value. That's the most important thing you could ask of a community, right? So if you actually look at our raids on our Twitter, AVA2 token, AVA number 2 token, you could actually see the sheer amount of engagements that we're getting. I mean, we're talking, just plenty of likes, plenty of retweets, right? Marketing side of things, I'm doing everything in my power to get us affiliated with some of the best names and, of course, most devoted influencers and people out there. Just as an example, right, we're getting listed on our very first exchange. That'll be so you guys are hearing this before any actual official announcements, but we're getting announced tomorrow via 𝐦𝐨𝐫𝐞, and then we'll be getting listed the 5th of December, the same day of which we have our very first Twitter Space AMA with Shelton. Again, just a huge influencer who's been an incredible asset on our team. We have another AMA tomorrow with the Ninja Lounge. We've had talks and partnerships with so many incredible minds in this game that I think our marketing really speaks for itself.
Awesome. And are you planning NFTs around the project in the future? And I think you've got some utilities planned as well for the future.
NFTs are not a surefire thing, right? But of course, we did say yesterday that if we were to do NFTs, which we might down the line, they could be along the lines of, if you think the board avatar ape yacht NFTs or something like that. The ideas are still being conceived and the utilities as well. But make no mistake, if we do that, of course, we'd offer pretty nice and sweet utilities with that to come.
That's great. You're going to launch on a central exchange. Thanks for telling our community investors about that. And that's going to set you up 10 days before the release of the Avatar 2. So that's great. So you're going to have a lot more volume through expanding onto the exchanges. So you're looking to go to more exchanges in the future. You're looking to do cross-chain as well from Ethereum onto another blockchain?
Absolutely possible, man. It's actually been on our website. And it was partly the reason that we had to launch so early, right? For name claiming rights of saying, hey, we're the first ever Avatar fan inspired token, right? So it's been a constant grind for the past nearly month. But with that, we've also said, hey, if we need to branch to say the BSC or something and mirror ourselves there, very doable. And that certainly could happen in our future. Absolutely.
I see. No, Cryptomaze. And you launched 3 weeks ago. I'm wondering how it launched. Was it a pre-sale? Was it a stealth launch? And what was the market cap on launch? And I think you're close to around $1 million market cap now.
Yeah, it was a stealth launch. Maximum transaction was extremely low. We thwarted pretty much all bots. Some people actually sent me transactions of them attempting to snipe from nowhere, and transactions have failed. So we have, again, an incredible floor of organic holders. The initial liquidity was $4,000, I believe, in Ethereum. And again, it's just been a slow organic growth, which is my absolute favorite because people, again, see the vision. We stick to the end goal, right? We utilize the law of attraction. We truly think positively. And again, we don't let anything hold us back. So as I said, and I'm not just talking, right? I invite anybody in here to actually join our community and see for yourself. It is the best community I've been a part of. So I'm incredibly honored. And it's a privilege, man. It's a privilege to actually be able to be part in such a community and such a movement and really work to take this to the next level.
Awesome. And your LP, you locked 100% of it. So that's great for 2 months, I think it was saying on the website. And so what's been happening over the last 3 weeks with the community? You seem to be getting more traction, more people interested, and more people interacting and supporting Avatar 2.
Well, bro, it's worth mentioning that the liquidity lock yesterday was officially extended to 6 months, right? We reached 1 million. I told the community, you know what, at 1 million, we're extending it. We're doing everything to invite more whales to be a whale-friendly coin, right? Our DEX score is sitting at over 90 now. Of course, we want to hit that 99 mark in the coming time. So again, every little thing from our security audit to getting listed on exchanges, everything, our partnerships, right? It's all for whale security, And again, for people to just know that we're the real deal. We're the real deal, and we have so much potential. That's what really matters.
Oh, crypto major. And have you been reaching out to other projects? Are you looking to build partnerships around crypto with other projects too?
Well, I don't necessarily want to tie our name with any other project out there, but I will say that I have certainly been emulating other extremely successful projects, and of course, talking with people who have run those projects for different marketing endeavor advice and stuff like that. So if you will, you could say that we've been working with other projects in that regard.
And around, like, you know, the hype that's going to be coming over the next few weeks, what sort of planned are you sending, you know, the team and community? Are they getting interacting with YouTube sort of, you know, with the trailers and everything for Avatar and going over to Twitter? And when it launches, what's the sort of plans, yeah, in the future?
Yeah, man, I think it's okay. So let me rephrase this. If you go to our chat now, you look at the pins, you see the marketing that we've been unraveling over the past few weeks, how it's getting stronger and stronger, right? If you see, we've been posted on a YouTube short by somebody who has nearly 1 million subscribers. We're getting posted by Anxiety Force for the second time, I believe today. Again, Adam Shelton, he's been pumping out videos for us. We have so many different great minds through Twitter, through Telegram, through YouTube, et cetera. So many partners, right? We have Morty, we have our guy 𝐦𝐤𝐬, if you guys know him. We have so many different people, again, prominent names, people who aren't just one and done, take your money and post you sort of people, but people who genuinely believe in the vision and are invested themselves into us, right? That's the point. People who actually see the vision, stick by the vision, and grind with us to make this happen. Because without a community, without people actually genuinely believing the vision, I know this personally, man, if I did not believe the vision in Avatar, I couldn't do what I'm doing, right? I couldn't hold that genuine passion that I have about this if I didn't know our potential in every regard. So that's what matters.
Awesome, old crypto, yeah, and it's, you know, it's building that free marketing as well. You're going to get through the Avatar 2 promotions as the launch comes along, and yeah, getting lots of influencers on board. That's going to be great as well for the project. So, yeah, I mean, you're just sort of going to head for the moon and get as many people involved. But I mean, it's a reasonable market cap for people to get in at. I think 800-900K. That's great. You know, like you said, what did Squid Games do? Was it hundreds of millions or something like that?
You know, I think 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐿 coin is a great example. If you remember when the show Tiger King went somewhat viral, right? Keep in mind, again, a show like that is an absolute fraction of the greatest grossing movie ever, being Avatar 2, like the GOAT of movies that we are sort of based on in a parody fan way, right? But yeah, I think 𝐦𝐤𝐿 hit 350 million, right? $350 million market cap. It's food for thought on what these sorts of tokens can do.
And you've got the low tax, so you have got some revenue coming in. How does that break down the buy and sell tax? Whereabouts is that going?
You mean like the specific tokenomics?
Yeah, like marketing or LP, is it attached to?
Yes, so liquidity, our liquidity is quite good, and depending on the ratio, right? For example, when we have a sort of parabolic uprise, if you will, I generally up the liquidity tax up one and down the marketing tax down one. So again, taxes are an even 4-4, 4 in, 4 out. The marketing tax is divided in half for development, half for marketing. And yeah, it's just clean. It's clean, it's concise, and very simple.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah. If it goes parabolic, the price, then you're going to have revenue there for the future for marketing and development. And what sort of utilities are you looking to attach to the project in the future?
I would argue, man, our greatest utility ever is just the marketability of us, right? The fact that when Avatar is tweeted, say by Elon, by Vitalik, by these just mass celebrities who are going to be watching the movie and are going to be tweeting about it, right? Not saying them in particular, but I mean, the likelihood of them is extremely high, higher than most anything else we can predict, right? when they tweet about us, the fact that we can start rating these celebrities. And of course, that's why we're called on Twitter. And that's why we call ourselves Avatar 2 fans or Avatar 2 fans token, because it makes it easier for us and it makes it easier for them to be able to actually engage with us, right? The fact that we say and state very clearly we're not officially endorsed by Avatar, we're not working with Avatar, we're not part of them. It just makes it simpler for us to gather those sorts of celebrity reactions and stuff when the time comes. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's some huge meme projects that have done so well this year, even in the bear market. So it's a good way to go to create a fan token around a huge movie, like you say. It's the #1 movie of all time grossing. So they've pumped a lot of money into it, 350, 400 million budget. So I imagine the special effects and the graphics are going to be awesome.
Brand new innovative technology that James Cameron has been preaching about. You know what I mean? And if people know anything about Elon Musk, I mean, the guy's an innovator. He's going to love that sort of stuff. Food for thought.
No, definitely. Let's open it up to community investor questions. Let's see. Syed, you had a question for All Crypto Major Avatar 2. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Glenn. Okay, I was wondering what is the expected lifespan of the Avatar 2 token, as after the Avatar movie is released, with time the hype around it will also dissipate. So how will you be maintaining the hype around the Avatar 2 token after that?
Hey, Saeed or Syed, sorry if I mispronounced your name. I would argue the exact opposite. I would argue that after the movie, as we've seen historically, right? Take a look at Squid Game, take a look at Tiger King coin. The hype started, the true viral nature of these movies and shows started after they were released. We're just a different animal with Avatar because we're doing something, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're doing something that no token has actually done before, meaning sort of building up right? With, of course, that $350 to $400 million Avatar budget that they have, right? And then we're shooting for that post hype, right? So you will never hear me bet against our longevity. It won't happen, man. I know for a fact, for example, Avatar 3 is being released, I think, in 2024. Avatar 4, I believe 2025 or something. I believe they've actually shortened this. Okay, so even though Avatar 2 has been anticipated for 13 years, they've shortened the wait time, if you will, for the next sequel. So again, we're the first ever Avatar token, man. The potential is unreal. The potential is limitless, if you ask me. I stick to the vision.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay. I was also thinking that is the contract renounced, or do you have any intention of maybe renouncing the contract ownership in future?
Yeah, man, I've spoken about this with the community. I spoke about this with the team yesterday. If the community fully wanted this to be renounced, of course, it's something that could be done. I could transfer the ownership to a 0x dead wallet, right? The only thing to consider, right, is, for example, after we hit close to 1 million market cap, I upped the liquidity fee up one. I changed the swap back settings, right, for the basically doing things that are more bullish in the long run, that allow us to sustain longevity and stuff. I want to say I'm quite a known developer in this space, so hopefully people are aware of who I am and my intentions. But as I said, if the community truly voted and said, listen, Mage, you have to renounce, like, let's do this, it'll take us to the next level, I'll say, okay, so what tokenomics do you want this to be finalized at? And then we proceed. So it's something I'm willing to do, right? But I don't think it's something necessary.
Understood. Okay, final question. You also have a charity aspect attached to your token. So I was wondering to which charity and for which cause you have been making donations to?
Well, the thing about it, right, is we've rebranded recently to Avatar 2 fans. So donations now that we're talking with, for example, the ocean cleanup, right, that they're a charity that we've been in contact with Stephen Bink, who is their IT manager. We're working to see if we could sort some sort of donation there. But yeah, no, it's important to mention we're not actually a charity token in itself. Our tokenomics is very clean, 4%. It's just that, as I said, I have excess charity funds that I want to use for our token. Does that make sense?
Yeah, got it. Thank you so much for answering. Over to you, Glenn.
Yep, no worries, man.
Question, Syed. Let's move to Venice. You had a question for All Crypto Major, Avatar 2. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, Glenn. Okay, I was wondering that will you be having any memes creation competition for the community members where community members can participate and creating the memes around Avatar 2, or when the movie is launched, they can create memes around the scenes, or they can create favorite scenes memes for getting any rewards from your project?
Hey, man, really solid question as well. Let me just say, and it's really worth touching upon, that in a meme competition, you sort of pay the community to make memes to sort of propel you. And man, I would recommend you check our chat because our community is so booming that so many people are actually creating different memes. We have so many memes now, and it's all organic. Nobody has been paid in that regard. Again, it's just pure community hype and enthusiasm, understanding our vision. To answer your question very directly, man, I don't think it's necessary. I don't think we need to do those sorts of competitions because the whole community is aware of one of our greatest selling points you could ever argue. And they're so passionate about it. That's what's propelling us to the next level, is the fact that I'm extremely passionate. The team is extremely passionate. We have partners who are passionate. The community is passionate. Everything's going for us.
Yeah, absolutely. I can completely understand that. And I was curious to know that do you have any plan to also push the marketing physically on the day of Avatar 2 movie premiere or launch, and also having any anthem or any music created for your project to support Avatar 2 movie, so everybody can create that, can feel that hype, and on everybody's tongue there is an anthem related to Avatar 2 that is created to you. I think it will create more hype among community members.
Yeah, man, marketing is, of course, picking up the closer we actually get to the movie release date. I think you asked if we have music. We don't have music. Sorry if I misheard your question. We do have YouTube videos, though. We have a lot of YouTube videos. We even have our own sort of community channel, if you will, on YouTube. So, and worth mentioning, we have a Reddit, we have a Medium, Twitter, of course, Telegram. We have a bunch of things going on, man, and it's only continuing to snowball as we get closer to that release date. Just another example, right? We've done things that no tokens have done. We've had TikTok ads, which I want to get rolling again, right? Especially as we get closer to the movie release. Yes, TikTok ads, you heard me right. We're getting Craigslist ads through all major United States cities, right? So you'll be able to look on Craigslist and see an avatar wrapped Lambo. It's not actually our Lambo. I think it's just a picture, right? But then it basically talks about our token. Again, there was this little forum that Vitalik tweeted about called Crypto Don. And we were the first token ever to go and raid him. And of course, after we did it, we noticed other tokens started doing it too. I know for a fact Vitalik has actually seen us because he's opened my DM on Telegram, as crazy as that sounds. And again, it just everything we're doing, right? We're doing so innovatively, if that's a word, right? Everything is unique, just thinking in ways other tokens aren't thinking. I'm doing everything in my power, of course, to make us go absolutely viral. I'm on voice chat every single day in our community. After this AMA, I'm going right back to voice chat in our community for anybody who has questions. And the marketing, everything speaks for itself.
Yeah, and I can feel the hype, and it's been really great talking to you. And thank you so much for answering my questions as well.
Hey, of course, man, and have a good rest of your day.
Thanks very much for the questions, Venice. Let's move to Western Beach. Do you have a question for Crypto Major Avatar 2?
Thanks. Okay, so it's a great AMA. So I'm going to go directly to my question. During the earliest points of the AMA and some other points, you actually made mention of Tiger King and Squid Game movies. So while they're not perfect in themselves, they did time themselves just like you did during a coming movie. But aside from relying on influencer-backed tweets and posts and movie hype, how do you plan to stay afloat to the next sequel and the one after that? Since you said you're going to be oriented after the Avatar sequel series.
Hey man, yeah, I didn't fully catch all of that. I did hear you say, well, I heard your last question being how do we plan to stay afloat? But your first point, I think I caught it right where you said Squid Game did the same thing as us. And again, I believe that's not true. I believe Squid Game launched post the viral hype of Squid Game. We're sort of one of a kind in this regard, and the fact that we've launched over a month prior, right? November 3rd, we launched. I think mostly globally, Avatar is getting released December 16th, right? So over a month. And again, then we have that whole after hype, right? So again, when you're the first of your kind, when you're such a powerful meme in that regard, and again, literally the first of your kind, the potential is limitless, right? So that alone is, it can be potentially huge staying power, right? Because then you have other years to look forward to, of course, 2024, 2025. So again, the potential, right? The possibilities are pretty unreal. Does that make sense?
Muted Western, I think it was.
Yes.
Rejoined.
Yes, it does. Sorry, call just came in. Understand the dynamics now and that you're actually oriented. Next question I have is that are there any activities that you plan to do with associated theaters that will be filming the movies? Maybe would you be doing like maybe a ticket giveaway or something?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
I was asking about events. I was asking about events associated during the movie when it gets closer. Would you be doing some kind of maybe say ticket giveaway so that people will actually be excited and come and participate in the Avatar 2 token project?
Yeah, you know what? It's really interesting you brought that up because we did make a public tweet actually to Avatar saying like, hey, you give us the word, we buy X many tickets for people. So it is actually thought of before. And yeah, no, of course, that could absolutely be incorporated into a project. I think that's a great idea. Like we could send cash for a ticket. People can go out and actually watch Avatar on us, food for thought, but really good ideas. And then the fact that you bring this up sort of just shows, right? It's proof in the pudding that, in my opinion, once again, we are one of the most, if not the most marketable token out there right now with everything going on, the hype that's going to be following Avatar. I don't think there's a token that comes close to our marketability. And that's just my opinion, and I truly believe it.
Thanks a lot. I really appreciate the detailed answers to my questions. I hope you guys stay, I wish you guys the very best, and I hope you guys stay bullish moonward. Over to you, Glenn.
Hey, thank you, man.
Thanks for the questions, Western Beast. Yeah, unfortunately, we're running out of time, but it's been great speaking to old Crypto Mage. And like he says, I agree, it's not financial advice, but it's my opinion, in this sort of market, it's very hard for anything to get any traction. And with Avatar 2 and the launch of the movie it's a great project to get involved in because in this market, memes and the Avatar 2 launch is going to really give a lot of traction to the Avatar 2 token. So it was a great idea of old Crypto Mage to launch this early and get it out there and be the first Avatar 2 fan token. So I'm looking forward to the future. Old Crypto Mage, and thank you very much for coming today.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Glenn Jones. Listen, guys, if you have any questions, I'm going to be in our voice chat back at Avatar 2 fans, the number 2 fans. That's our Telegram. Click it, man. I'm happy to talk to you. Write any questions in chat if you have any. Hey, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much as well.
Old Crypto Mage, yeah, we've got all the socials in our main chat. So if you've got any questions or you want to check out the project, the website is there as well. So yeah, that's what we'd recommend to community investors. Do your research, and if you like what you see, go and have a chat with the team and the community, get involved, and yeah, it's on the Ethereum blockchain live. So yeah, check it out.
Okay, perfect. Hey, Glenn, do you mind me asking quickly? Do you know how long the review you guys are going to write will take post this AMA?
Yeah, it's normally like 24 to 48 hours, I think.
Okay,
We'll
sweet.
post that in the
Yeah,
share chat.
take your time, man. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much again.
Okay, I'll finish the record and send over a copy for you to share with your community. I'll send that into the main chat for our community investors who couldn't join the call today.